Welcome back to the Workplace Wizards. I'm glad that you're here today to join us. We have a great resource tool for restaurants. There are two types of restaurants that we deal with. That would be for startup restaurants and existing restaurants. Either one would benefit from our services that we provide. Let's start off with what we can offer here, you guys. We have the customer service forms, um, the server position train-off form. We have a training feedback form. This form right here is really good for the end of the day after you're done training. Sit down with the individual, and you basically get information feedback both from the trainer and the trainee. Great tool in order to see whether it's effective or not. We have the server test and answer key, which is another great way to ensure that your servers retain the information. Um, Basic questions that you would find in any restaurant. Customer service strategy forms. We have the waiting seat chart, self-explanatory on that. We have a wow steps of service chart. This is a really cool form. These are steps of service between 1 through 6. Greet, seat, tell, sell, ring, bring, check back, refill, tell, sell, desserts, check down, receive, reset. There's lots of times I've been in restaurants that have forms like this, and I always ask, do you know the steps of service? And they say no, but I know how to do it. Well, to me, you have to know it in order to do it correctly. It's a great tool for your servers. They need to memorize and execute all these things to properly create the wow effect in your restaurant. All right, so let's go ahead and get out of this form and move on. We have a customer feedback guest survey. A lot of good information in there as well. How was your visit to our restaurant today? And you give the customer this little survey form. They fill it out, rating with the lowest rating 1, highest rating 5. It gives you a little bit of information on their stay at the restaurant. Um, let's see here. We have other forms. Now, on this particular page, we haven't uploaded all the forms, but majority of them are there. Let's go with the food safety checklist that we have available. We have, let's see here, kitchen training and menu guide. We have a quick recipe guide. Now, this right here is for restaurants that don't have recipe books. We have a quick example of how to input the information, instruction guide right here, and this is just a resource to refer back to on certain recipes. So you just fill out your recipe books and it'll look like this towards the end. Let's go on to our next one. The kitchen back of the house food temperature safety quiz. All basic questions that a kitchen should know in order to fulfill the shift. Temperature danger zones. What are the temperatures for certain food products? What are the procedures? You know, when it comes down to serve safe, etc. Let's see what else we got here. We got the daily cleaning chart and a monthly cleaning chart. Every week, every month, there's a certain thing that needs to be done in the restaurant. It's very important that we keep up the cleaning aspect of the restaurant because most people, when they look at a restaurant, they look at it that the cleanest area in the restaurant should be the kitchen. And so we just need to make sure that we follow through on the cleaning so that way it doesn't get terribly out of hand. We have a restroom cleaning, rather a restroom form uh, for cleanliness, and we also have a proper hand washing chart. Food safety temperature change zone chart. We have a cutting board coding chart. Date dot first use stickers, how to use them, along with the first use date. We have a cooking cooling chart. Let's see what else we got here. We got a borrow transfer chart. So if you have more than one restaurant, then you can utilize this form. So when food or product leaves the restaurant, you keep track of it for inventory purposes, but also that you would want to either get a credit or that you receive the product back from your sister restaurant. We have a physical inventory count sheet as well. Let's go on to our next area. Human resources forms. Applications, telephone restaurant reference sheets. We have a new hire checklist, a new employee orientation checklist, employee correction action form, employee feedback, manager 360 review. We have the employee performance review itself, exit interviews, training feedback forms, for forms for scheduling labor and scheduling. And let's see what we got here. We got emergency procedures charts. It's a 7-page document. Um, so let's continue on. Lots of resources for your restaurants. I would definitely take a look at the charts. We're almost done here. We have the kitchen shift readiness sheet. That's my baby right there. It's very important to make sure that 15 minutes prior to any shift, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, that you walk around and you check for certain things such as stocking, cleanliness, the correct utensils and scoops and ladles, etc. You have a pre-shift alley rally. This right here is used to engage with the servers or with the entire crew on a positive note. You don't want to end up with anything negative to say. This form is designed for positive. Things that you can look for, like uniform compliance. You can talk about the special of the day. Maybe there's a certain contest you want to run, or you want to introduce a new employee. There's just a number of things that you can go over. You want to set the shift up correctly and get it organized so it's not chaotic. Definitely use this form. Service area shift readiness, same thing as the kitchen. There's certain things that you want to look for. The salad station, good to go. Is it full? You got your backups, etc., etc. Restroom prep work. We have a prep sheet and a thaw pool sheet. Again, we have the coding boards. It designates which board is used for what. We have the side work charts for the AM and PM. We have the closing checklist for both the front and the back. We have a manager's closing checklist. Just a number of things that you see here that would be basic for any restaurant. I have a manual that was wrote by myself. It's called the Manager's Walkthrough and Figure Eights. That's basically the management's job. The minute they walk in through the parking lot, they're going to come into the dining room and they're going to touch base with every area in the restaurant. I mean, they're going to do this all throughout the shift. As they're through the back of the house, they're going to check temperatures. They're going to go through the line area. They're going to make sure that the line area is good to go. They're stocked. They're caught up on their ticket times. And if they're not caught up on their ticket times, then the manager should jump in and help alleviate that and then jump back out. Again, touch through the tables, make sure everything's okay. Stop into the bathrooms, make sure they're checked. This is a walk-through path of the manager from the minute they start the shift to the minute they leave. The book is very valuable. It's for sale. Let us know. We'll get you a copy. All right, now I won't touch base on a lot of the spreadsheets that we have, but we have various other ones: a cash to balance sheet, a daily sales count record, daily sales reports, daily sales food inventory management system, which is a combination of different systems, inventory control system, a food ordering system, a great tool. You enter in your PARs, you enter in all the food items that you got. You just take a basic inventory. It lets you know exactly based on the information you inputted of how much you need to order. A vendor management plan that we have, it's a system where once you input your information off your vendor slips and your invoices, you're able to tell whether or not your invoices have been paid based on a color code. You got the food inventory labor management system, which is a complete system called Films. It has your food inventory, it has your labor management, it has your daily sales sheet, it has about 10 or 12 different type of programs all in it. You can view each one of these programs on a short video to get kind of more familiarized as to what it's all about. All right, my name is Jeff. My wife's name is Donna. We're both owners of the Workplace Wizards. We do a lot of other things such as training, online and on site. Uh, we do a lot of restaurant consultations and a lot of restaurant startups. All right, so if you're interested in any of our services, I feel that you can call us at the 1-800 number of 753-0657, or if you're local, you can dial 774-3698, area code 717. All right, I thank you guys for joining us here today, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Have a great day.